Hey, Adam here with Auburn Cord Duesenberg Company, and I wanted to talk today about how long a restoration takes, right? Why restorations take years, not months. It's one of the most common questions we get, along with how much is it going to cost, and obviously labor and time is the biggest factor for cost, so the two are very closely related. But just wanted to kind of sit here in the office today and kind of lend some insight into why these restorations take so long. If you've ever been involved in a restoration, you understand, but a lot of people feel like, man, that should be quick. Or you hear about, well, my cousin painted his car for 20 grand, and why does that cost so much, and why does that take so long? And customers that get disillusioned with the amount of time, they lose interest in the project because it's taking years to get this thing completed. And so just wanted to kind of set some expectations today, kind of help kind of everybody understand what it takes, what it goes into to get these cars back on the road and get them into show quality, because it takes years. A car for a restoration, depending on the condition when it comes in, is going to take, I'm going to call it any kind of a range from 2 years, 18 months maybe, if it's not really a full restoration. There's some, the engine work's already done, for example, or, there's, 1,000 factors that go into it. So just very general terms, we're talking 18 months up to 5 years for a restoration. And so, some of those things that would make it go into that 5-year range are obviously going to be scarcity of parts. Parts can't be located in time, and it messes up your timeline. When you need them, they're not available, and sometimes it does take years to find them, literally. And so sometimes parts aren't available, and then we have to either manufacture them ourselves, fabricate them ourselves, or go find someone who can, depending on what kind of part it is. If the body is rusted out and you need to totally rebuild the body, if it's a cord, of course a lot of rust can be an issue. Cars have sat in fields for decades, and so you're cutting out panels and body pieces and putting in patches. Or in a case of maybe an Auburn, you're doing totally new coach work. Maybe it's a Duesenberg that you're totally rebuilding the aluminum body. So those kinds of things, to rebuild an Auburn Speedster body, if you wanted to say, hey, we have this sedan chassis and we want to put an Auburn Speedster body on it, we can do that. But that's going to be a year probably worth of, coach work. Just the wood framing and the metal work itself could be a year to a year and a half. That's a lot of hours that will go into a project. So that can really extend the time frame on a restoration, obviously. I've talked about it here before. The phase that I call the doldrums, is another phase that can take forever. It's that phase of body work / metal work, but the car kind of tends to stay gray and just stay in primer, and every picture the customer gets, every update kind of looks the same, even though there's progress and we're progressing through the body work phases. It can be discouraging for a customer to keep writing checks week after week and not visibly seeing a lot of progress, especially to the kind of untrained eye. So it's not uncommon to have 1,000 hours or something like that in the metal work / body work on one of these cars. They're big, complicated panels in a lot of cases, and it just takes time. That kind of time and energy and effort to do these things right, it just is a lot of hours. And like I said, there are ranges, and we deal with different ranges of restoration depending on a customer's budget. And so we can rush it and do it quicker, but it's not going to be the same quality. There is, I talk a lot about the triple constraint, this idea of, which do you want? Do you want it, quick, good, or cheap is kind of how I talk about it. And you can pick two, but you can't have three. And so that's a constraint that people have been dealing with, since the beginning of time, and we definitely deal with it here. So if you want it done quick and cheap, then the quality just isn't going to be what it would be if you spent that extra time on it. So we're always dealing with that. It's always a tension that we're trying to maintain. It's not necessarily a problem to solve, but that's, with communication with the customer, understanding their expectations, communications with the technician, making sure they're very clear about like how far to take it and how much time to spend on a project. All those things go into these restorations and can be a really big factor in how long they take. Obviously the mechanical pieces and the rebuilding of that, waiting on machine shops, waiting on custom built rods and pistons, or whatever it is, waiting on machine shops and timing, the different vendors that you have to deal with, even into trim shop and chrome. Right now I feel like in the industry are kind of two big challenges: finding quality trim shops that can do the concourse level work. They're just getting fewer and fewer, and those guys are getting busier and busier and charging more and more money, honestly. So that's a big factor. It's not uncommon that a car might spend 3 to 5 months or more in a trim shop. And so that's just going to extend this process out. Waiting on chrome, a lot of chrome shops have 6 to 9 months turnaround for chrome, and they're not cheap. They are expensive. They take a long time to get that quality that you want. And honestly, even for mediocre quality chrome, you're going to pay more than most guys want to pay, and it's going to take a lot longer than most guys feel like it should. So we're working with chrome shops, honestly, all over the country, multiple states, that we're trying to make sure that we can get the best quality chrome for obviously the best possible price in a more reasonable time frame for our customers. And that's what we're always trying to work towards that end. But man, chrome is a big factor in the length of a project and how long a restoration takes. So dealing with that, like I said, machine shops, all the vendors involved, but machine shops is one. Chrome and trim shop, those are some of the biggest time factors, just the kind of variables, the unknowns that we don't know. Customers want to know, well, how long do you think it'll take? Well, in theory, it could take 18 months, 2 years, but man, if you're waiting on all those processes and trying to get those things lined out, it can really cause a project to delay. We're at least a year out on a quality upholstery work for an interior for one of these cars or top. And so, as soon as a car gets in here, we still try to get on the list and get in line. But, that can have lots of delays for sure and drag these projects out. Again, just the standards are a big deal. So if you want a concourse level car, you're not probably going to get that restoration done in less than 3 years. That's what those timelines are looking like now. Those get updated, depending on, again, those vendors and what those shops look like. I mean, we can pretty much plan out our labor and what we feel like that's going to cost, and we update those numbers regularly, depending again on what we find. If something has a lot more rust, and that happens, you think the customer brings a car in, oh no, there's not much rust and it's in decent shape, I want you to restore it. Then you begin to strip the paint off and realize that the thing is full of lead in some cases, or full of body filler, and man, we've got hundreds of hours here to repair rust, or thousands in some cases. Not thousands, but into that 1,000-hour range is not uncommon. It's you can find surprises for sure, and we do every day on these complicated projects. And then once the car's done, or that final phase, that fit and finish, seems sometimes customers think, man, the pictures look great, the car looks finished. But that extra detail, I call it that extra 2% that has to go into one of these projects to get it ready for the show, to get it ready for the concourse. Some customers just don't want to pay that. Then they end up being dissatisfied or unhappy in the end because, well, why is it this right, or why is it this right? Well, all those details take time and rework and more labor, more effort. And so, again, depending on the budget, these things are very budget dependent. It can just take longer than what customers want. If they want that show quality, if they want that concourse quality, is just another level altogether. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars in some cases just to detail a car. And so that translates to just hours. Somebody, a professional, touching every piece, every inch of that car with their hands, looking at it with their eyeballs, making sure that every detail is perfect and is sorted out to the absolute best. And so if you have a customer willing to pay that, they have to understand, man, that's time that it's going to take. And so that really takes, again, we're not talking months on a restoration, we're talking years. So that gets you into that 4 and 5 year kind of time frame with that detail, because we might spend 2 months detailing a car, literally. That wouldn't be uncommon for that level of quality. So, one other factor that I think goes into this is client decisions, and what they want to do, and changing their mind or trying to decide on, multiple decisions that have to go into the car. Most of the time with our customers and restorations, we're trying to go back to an original quality. So we're not really asking their advice like you would be on something custom, their opinion about something. Sometimes we would need to ask, but there's not a lot of delays necessarily there, but we would ask like, hey, this is the way it should be originally, and this is what that's going to cost, but we could do something that's kind of close or is period correct, but is not actually original. That'll save you time and money. Would you rather do that? Sometimes we do that, especially when customers have a budget that's a little bit limiting, and the original parts are just, pretty rare and get expensive. So, but those don't necessarily cause a lot of delays, but sometimes, a customer might spend a month or two, choosing colors or choosing upholstery or those things that can delay it. But all those factors, that go into that, really take this, what some people think should be months to do this restoration. Or like I said, well, my buddy, he restored his car in 6 months in his garage, and, I think it looks good. Really, we're talking standards. We're talking that, professional level. In most cases, we pace these things out. If we put 7 guys on a car at the same time, it could get done a lot sooner. It's probably going to cost a lot more at that point to dedicate that kind of shop time to it. But in general, we tend to put 1 to 2 technicians on a car at a time. And so they have a finite number of hours, typically 30 to 40 hours on a car if they're on it full time. We don't like to spend less than 20 hours a week on a car, just because it drags that restoration out of cars in here 10 years, and, or something crazy like that. So, that's how we kind of pace it out for the customer, which is a lot of times what they want, because it helps with their budgeting and their planning. And so, that scheduling of that itself just paces that restoration out to where it's going to take, like I said, a minimum of 18 months in a lot of cases to a maximum of around that 5 year kind of time frame. We haven't seen one take longer than that in our shop, if we've got guys that are able to hook up on it and the customer has the funds available and are ready to move forward, and we can kind of keep going without some of those delays related to funding and budgeting. But that's a real factor too. So, for, all these reasons we discussed, hopefully I haven't rambled too much for you, but just try to give you some insight into what it takes to restore one of these cars, and how many hours are really involved in these steps of these processes, and what it can really, drag this thing out from months to years. So hopefully that was helpful. Love to see your comments, and be happy to answer any questions I can. And if you're thinking about restoring a car, hopefully this helps. And we'd love to talk to you about, the specifics of your particular car, or if it's an Auburn, a Cord, or a Duesenberg, man, we'd love to help you out. We'd love to be involved any way we can.